You are the number 2 overall draft pick that's supposed to like change the franchise. Niggas thought you were going to be like the cornerstone of this franchise. They thought you was going to be the best player. Only 2 shots. I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
You were disrespected, Jax. That's what you were. You were disrespected as a fan. I'll edit it out. Somebody say the slur.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know what slur, but there's a lot of slurs we could use. I'm not going.
We know, and it rhymed with baguette. And speaking with baguette, that French nigga was.
I don't even have enough time for the senseless nigga babble I start off with before introducing this pod. You know what I mean? All this "how was your day" bullshit. We don't care. Man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast. The only podcast where we do something different. You know, not an episode, not an hour. This is an everyday thing. I'm your host, Greg. To the left of me, a fallen soldier. To the right of me, the happiest nigga alive. Shout out to my nigga Jax. and a big shout out to Mr. Dana Dane in the building.
What's going on? It's your boy Dana Dane in the building.
That's a lot of niggas that said that.
Life changing. Some life changing shit happened last night.
All right, bro. All right.
For me and Jack, life changing.
Can we get to the normal part of the
okay?
episode? Goodness gracious!
Before we start, shout out to the missus.
That's what happens when you're with black women.
Absolutely. Salute.
That's what they do to you.
Salute. Heard her on that phone. I was like, this is black love. This is black love. Love that.
The raw.
But let's not even beat around the bush. Let's go ahead and get into the we do not cares. You know what I mean? I lied. My bad. Rent's due.
Donations.
My bad, yo. The rent is
Donations.
It's the 31st.
Donations.
Oh my God! Stop.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Shout out to the donations. That donation comes at the end of the month. Every month. Consistent giver. Shout out to you. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are. And shout out to Book. He be donating too. But now let's go ahead and get into the we do not care.
We do not care.
We got to fly through these. We got a lot to talk about. We got to save most of the yaps for the important part of the pod because this is the podcast. Not only is this a podcast for casual, this is the podcast for therapy. We're gonna talk about this.
Yes.
We gonna
Yes, we.
We got a couch.
It's okay. It's okay.
We got therapy. We gonna we got a lot of things to talk about. So the first thing we're gonna talk about on a somber note, Josh Jacob, Jinker Smith, his name was not my name too. Got caught up, domestic violence situation, arrested. I don't know if he probably got released on bail already. You know how they do.
He made
but
bond or whatever. They said it was like he turned himself in and then he made bond or whatever. Yeah.
Troubling situation. High aspirations for the Green Bay Packers. Any thoughts from either of you?
Who was it troubling for? Because it ain't for him. He was the one. Did you see that list?
What you mean?
What list?
Like the shit he got charged with.
That domestic violence.
Nah, it was a lot. It was
like
I didn't read all that. I just seen Josh Jacob arrested for. I didn't actually look into it.
It was like stranglement, domestic violence, battery. You name it.
His rap sheet I ain't gonna lie.
I have no sympathy for him for none of that.
Oh no, I don't have any sympathy for him either. I just know that I know how the NFL works.
Yeah.
That if that
they
video don't drop, it might go down lightly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Even if the video does drop, because James Pierce, he got off. All he got to do is take like an anger management class.
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
They say he got to take an anger management class and apologize, and he'll be fine, which is insane.
Okay.
And niggas really thought, and when I say niggas really thought, I am a part of niggas. You know, and niggas really thought they might actually give that nigga the rap list. As soon as I started seeing too many,
he tried to run her over. It's on camera of him trying to kill her with his vehicle.
As soon as I saw too many black men say, You did this to Brakia? I was like, maybe they might biasly just give that nigga the rule book, like they should do all men that do bullshit like this. But not even Brakia was safe from this shit right here, bro. So, like I said, we do care about victims of domestic violence, but we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot to like discuss and talk about. That we don't care about him. You know what I mean? He might as well be vulnerable to be. Next, we do not care. The Magic finally get a new head coach, and they point in the direction of Sean Sweeney. You don't know who Sean Sweeney is? I didn't know him either. I just knew he was an assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs that had a dabbling of Milwaukee Bucks tenure and Dallas Mavericks tenure, which leads people to believe like, oh my God, like what kind of pull does he have? I feel like that's like the common thing that I've been seeing. If you're a former coach or a former or a new coach, if you had ties other places, they ask, oh, does he have pull to potentially get Giannis to the Magic or whenever Taylor Jenkins was like with the Bucks, oh, you think a Ja Morant pull might happen? All of this is just everything is just surrounding about Giannis. Like if you have any ties to Giannis, it's like maybe, you never know. I don't know what this nigga is. I don't know what this nigga's capable of. All I know is you can't really go wrong with hiring somebody from the Greg Popovich tree. Even when they're not as good, they will find the way. Even people don't like Ime Udoka. Niggas still dragging niggas to the playoffs though. Like,
he annoying, but he a good coach. But he's annoying.
He'll call you a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Him and KD. Just KD won't do it to your face.
Hey man, look. We're gonna have some uncomfortable conversations about who need to be called a bitch. But we'll say that for later.
He will.
We'll say that for later in the pod. We will. Don't address me. I will. Don't worry about it, brother. Next, we do not care.
We do not care.
Are y'all familiar with what's been going on with the Atlanta judge that got caught fucking a lieutenant officer during working hours?
None of those words are in the Bible. None of those words are in the Bible.
First and foremost, I would like to
hear that speech, bro.
First and foremost, I would like to say I did start off with Atlanta, and I think after saying Atlanta, everything else should be like, oh, okay, this adds up. This adds up.
But it shouldn't though. That's the thing. It don't matter if it was Atlanta or Abilene. The shit should not add up.
Oh my God. But let me share my screen. Let me share my screen on this because I knew. I thought maybe Dana would have been tapped in, but I knew Jax was going to be, which makes this a very important. Actually, it's not an important conversation to have. I just think it was funny. The cop who had loud sex with Judge in Chambers, ID'd as deputy chief with Atlanta police. First and foremost, infidelity is involved. Both of these people are married to different people. I want you to understand.
Okay, that was gonna be I was like, if they're single, it's weird, but like they can do. They're adults, so like do it at your house, but now they're both.
Now, I don't find infidelity funny. Okay, that's not why I brought this here. I'm not here to talk about infidelity. That's for that white woman that I don't want to name no more. We did 3 episodes on that woman. We don't have to keep talking about her no more. But what makes this hilarious is that we got video, fellas. We got video of the loud sex. And it's not, we don't physically see it, but we do hear it.
Come on.
We do hear it, y'all.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
All right.
There's no way. There's no way.
This is not AI.
That's a video. There's no way. That's a video from something else, bro. There's no way. That's
not
actual.
No.
That's an actual hallway of the wherever the fuck they are.
Jax, this is confirmed, Jax. This is confirmed. This is the reason why we even have this article to begin with. This video dropped like months and months and months ago, and they were like, "Who the fuck is this loud ass woman yelling?" First of all, we didn't know it was sex at the time because that don't sound like sex. Respectfully, that didn't. I've never heard no shit like this before.
Like, nigga,
like
why? Like, they're
Like,
so fucking
yeah,
dumb,
like,
bro. Like, they're so
That
fucking
is
stupid,
just-
bro.
There's a
And
special
why
spot
he ain't tell?
next to
Let me
the
fix
man
this up.
downstairs for them niggas. Because what are we doing? Like,
Bro, these
what are we doing?
They're just that's so dumb. That's so dumb, bro.
What are we? Y'all niggas ain't even trying to be discreet about it.
Nigga, like, what do we even
Y'all
do?
ain't even trying to be discreet about nothing. Did y'all think
Y'all
this was
deserve
an
it.
off day?
They deserve
Yeah,
to
y'all
get whatever
deserve
trouble.
whatever-
They deserve whatever trouble they get into, bro.
Yeah.
They're stupid,
now,
bro.
Now,
Who old to be
David-
that dumb? Who old to be that dumb?
Now, of course, they're going to punish the man more than the woman. I guess. I guess.
I don't think so.
But
I feel like they both equally get punished.
well, they haven't. They said that they have addressed the woman privately, and people that worked at the firm they've gotten a I guess like a written apology from her, but doesn't really
James Pierce Jr. type beat.
but don't really like she doesn't get very direct with what she's actually apologizing for, but you know how that goes. It's a very political. It gets very political. As far as the police officer, who knows? It don't sound like anybody is in jeopardy of losing their job, which is actually the most insane part about
Why?
this. It's
Shocking.
Atlanta. Never mind. I'll take it back. This is America. The
No, this
land
is
of second
Atlanta.
chances. The land of opportunity, I guess. But just wanted to make sure y'all understood the severity. Had to let y'all know what that shit sounded like.
You didn't.
No,
but-
did you?
Okay. You really
I didn't
didn't
know
have
that
to do that. But
You right. You right.
okay.
You're right. But guess what?
We do not care.
We don't care. We don't care. And finally, Terry Rozier. A lot of you are asking, man, he's been on We Do Not Care a whole bunch of times. Y'all have had topics on him. Oh my goodness, I thought he was free. No, he's not, brother. Because they just keep adding charges to this young man. I think he's still young. Young enough.
He's like 30, maybe, possibly 29, 30.
Something like that. Federal prosecutors allege former Hornets guard Terry Rozier agreed to a $100,000 bribe to manipulate his performance in an NBA game as part of a gambling scheme, and filed two new charges against him Thursday, per ESPN. This is official. On top of all the other charges that he has, it was crazy for
This
me
nigga's
because
never.
Yeah, you
Never
never
been that
touched no
case, bro.
basketball.
it's
again
one of those
in
things
life.
where at first he almost got away. This shit feels like the end of like those Scooby-Doo episodes where it's like, and I would have got away with it if it wasn't for your meddling friends. It was like, yo, you were almost there. And the more charges that are getting dropped on you, the more you are closer to Jonte Porter than you are Malik Beasley. And I would have never thought about this a year ago. I would have never thought this would have been the case a year ago. A year ago, I would have been like, oh, okay. Niggas just ass.
Yeah.
No, he's not. And he was doing it in
My thing
Charlotte.
is like, my thing is, and this is the overarching thing. I'm like, y'all niggas are making millions of dollars. What is 100K? Y'all niggas pay fines that equate to that. Like, why are you taking up a bribe unless they had some dirt on them? They're like, hey man, like you have no choice. Then it's like, okay, now they don't make it no better, but bro, you're making millions of dollars in a.
You think that nigga was like working with the cartel? No, I'm saying,
It was like,
I don't know.
if I had
There's
to.
just no
Pablo
reason
thought-
for
there was-
you
there was
to
a Pablo
be
Torre
rigging games
episode
like
on it
that.
a little bit, and it was like sort of like not mob, but like mob adjacent, like a shady ass nigga.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then that was what the whole FBI investigation was on anyway.
Yeah, but this Terry Rozier has made $160 million in his career. Why are you doing this, brother? Why are you doing all this shit?
Like this is we need to take. I know we love. There's good nigga shit and there's bad nigga shit. This is bad nigga shit, and we need to take the bad nigga shit out of the league. NBA, NFL, MLB ain't really a whole lot of nigga shit going on in the MLB, but just cut the nigga shit.
You sound like Samuel Jackson on Django. Nigga. That's what you sound like, nigga.
This is nigga shit though. You just showed his earnings. Why are you taking 100K when you've made over 100 million?
Do you think
What's
it's
a-
wise for you to keep talking?
Like, is it wise? No.
And like
It's
thing
not
is, Terry
wise.
Rozier's not even ass. Like he would have got.
My
He
thing,
would
he's
have got
a
more money.
very
He would've
good-
got more contracts. He's not even
Exactly.
old.
He's like Dennis Schroeder. Like anyone can use a Dennis Schroeder or Terry Rozier on a team.
Yeah.
His only thing is he gotta stay healthy. But you think
The
the
Heat
Thunder
could've
could have
used him.
used
They
the
could've
Terry
used him as an
Rozier?
extra scorer.
And you know, I don't agree when anybody does this. But now that you brought up Dennis Schroeder, if there was anybody where I would have been like, I see how this happened, it would have been Dennis Schroeder, because you get finessed out of an $84 million thing and you never see that type of money again. And then I catch you trying to gamble to like re-up yourself and try to make up that money that you lost. I don't agree with it, but that logic makes a little bit more sense than some of these other niggas. Oh my God.
I see where you're
This
coming
is
from.
crazy.
I see where he's
This
coming
is
from.
fucking nuts. Because I don't agree, but damn, some of y'all track record is like, how did we get here?
Yeah, bro.
That's why I'm like, someone there, because there's no other explanation outside of whatever mob or adjacent mob he was working with had some shit on him, to where like you have to do this or we're ruining your NBA career, which they already did. Like,
Yeah, he's never gonna.
he was damned if you did, damned if you didn't, apparently. But yeah, he's never seen an NBA court again.
That nigga might not.
No.
He might only see like a
might not.
prison, bro. Like these niggas are.
He ain't
federal
even gonna be
charges,
playing
bro.
ball in Pelican Bay.
He's going to prison, bro. Like
Hey, that nigga gonna be seeing court for the rest of his life. It won't be a basketball court, I'll tell you that. It will not be.
He gonna be playing King of the Hill with Chauncey.
Chauncey's escaping all that. He made that one tweet and niggas was like, "Is this you?" And he didn't say anything. Like, Chauncey, we saw you trying to pop out like shit was normal, bro. We still wondering what happened.
Hey, that was the first address me elephant that made me laugh out loud. I'm not gonna lie. Because address me, bitch ass nigga. Talk to me. Fuck. That was crazy. But
We do not
of course, we do not care. And speaking of gambling and irresponsible things, we go into Texas Tech, going to Lubbock, Texas. Now, you're asking, why the fuck are we there? I'm asking the same question my damn self. But there's some more gambling happening, and it's starting with Texas Tech and their quarterback, or was, Brandon Sorsby.
Yeah, because there's no way he's gonna keep touching that field again.
Yeah,
At all.
so here's a breakdown of Brendan Sorsby's gambling. He was a Texas Tech quarterback. He probably won't be no more, but he transferred at least $60,000 to friends that placed bets on his behalf. At least 2,900 of those bets were placed while he was at Indiana, because he used to be at Indiana. He was their backup quarterback, and then he transferred to Texas Tech. But anyways, from September to October 2022, he placed 40 bets on Indiana football, totaling at least $850. From October 2022 to November 2023, he placed at least 50 bets on Indiana basketball, totaling more than $1,400. From September 2022 to December 2023, he placed 300 bets on college football, totaling at least $6,500.
God.
He admits he placed one or two of the 3 bets on Cincinnati Hoops through his account for $3,500. And while at Texas Tech, he sent $5,000 to a person who placed bets on NBA, MLB, and PGA stuff for him. He's been diagnosed with a gambling addiction. He recently completed a 35-day stint in the Arizona Gambling Rehab Center, and now he went to the NCAA because they, obviously they caught him, so they took his eligibility, and he went to the NCAA saying, please, please, please can you please let me play? The NCAA, they denied his ruling. Texas Tech is appealing this for now, but he's not like they're not going to let him back in. And he's also considering entering the supplemental draft at the NFL because that's like the little draft for players that get kicked out of school, and if you get drafted, you can play and all that shit. So I fucking guess I feel like that's what he's going to have to do because he's never playing college football again. Like that's completely over. Even if you do say, "Oh, it was a gambling addiction," it's just.
And my thing is,
do y'all think
it's
like
go ahead, Jack.
We don't know the nigga obviously, but do y'all think it was actually a gambling addiction or he just got nigga just got caught up?
Clearly, like
I mean, like
two things.
I mean, I'll say this.
Do
Like,
you think are you asking like was he knowingly doing this or was this like he couldn't help himself?
Yeah, like was he knowing? Was it something like a compulsion, like he could not help himself, or like was he just like on some Terry Rozier knowingly doing this shit? Because I feel like it's on some knowingly doing this. Because like
I think he knowingly do this, but I feel like
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was just gonna say I feel like he knew he was doing this, but he he couldn't stop. Like he was, and then it goes back to the thing of you don't really need to be doing this because you're already making millions in college now. Like if this was still prehistoric NCAA where you doing under the table money, okay, like it don't make it no better, but whatever. But you don't need to be doing all this gambling shit, especially like some of this other stuff. If you betting on NBA or MLB teams, whatever, like if it's not your sport or your team, personally, I don't see the real issue with it. But like you're betting on yourself, and I don't even know. I'm assuming he's betting his unders on these or whatever. But
we don't know that.
Or his friends. Yeah, I don't know what, but I don't know. So you're betting on your team, like you know damn well, gambling as much as they love to promote it with DraftKings and Prize Picks and all that. Like you know you can't play that. Like once you sign up in that, what you are an athlete, as much as you may want to do that, like you just can't be doing that shit. But
I think
he couldn't help himself.
I think the problem with me is I feel like all of this shit is an addiction, like an addiction. Like even that Terry, like my mind is just like the fact that you are risking your career because you're trying to get a $100,000 play to do to just do a bad job. In my mind, that shit feels like an addiction because I'm still trying to wrap my head around why are you risking millions of dollars over a $100,000 payout? That like
probably because he was living paycheck to pay, like going back to Terry Rozier, he had been living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, there's no other reason you need to get that quick high of I need to get this 100K leg, or maybe him. He in terms of Brendan Sorsby, he probably just is making a lot of money but spending it just as fast. Clearly, because he's gambling this shit. So he's like, I need because I feel like it's that. I'm not a gambler, so I don't understand the high of gambling. But if I was, I'd have to assume it just is like the rush of, like, they don't see money the same. They see it as an object and not value. They don't see the value. They're like, I can take this and get more, but if I lose it, okay, I can just get it back. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, I think like, do I think this nigga was scratching his arm saying, "Oh, I got to do it again"? No. I don't think it was that bad. Like I don't think like well, I don't think these niggas are... Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a few quotes from a few funnier quotes from this ESPN article about it. Well, not funny, but like, well, it's funny to me, but it's probably not funny.
Nigga. It's funny.
just to add a little bit of context. Well, one of the things we were talking, Danny. Well, this isn't one of the quotes, but Danny, you asked if he was like point saving. He did say, or Sorsby, he never bet on Indiana or individual members of the team in the game in which he participated, and he didn't engage in activity designed to influence the outcome or integrity of any of the contests. So he wasn't point saving or anything like that. So there's that. But now for the funny quotes. One, he said, in the statement he wrote to the NCAA, he says, "It became a habit for me to bet. My betting became a compulsion in which it was virtually impossible to resist. From the constant notifications I got from betting apps, I lost complete control of my addiction, and now I realized that these apps controlled me." Talking about when he was on the active roster at Indiana, he said, "Once I became a part of the active roster, I immediately stopped betting. However, my gambling on other sports didn't stop. It escalated and became compulsive. What started small when I was in high school turned into a daily habit of betting on all kinds of sports, including sports I wasn't interested in, like tennis and Romanian soccer."
That's fucking crazy.
And then another quote, he said, "I want to be clear that I never bet to make money. Given the money I had and earned from NIL."
Then what are you doing? What are you doing? If
My bad.
you're
My bad.
not paying to make money, what the fuck? That's why I could never
bad.
be no
Bad.
gambling.
My bad, bro. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? If you not betting to make no money, you just betting to spend this. That's why these gambling niggas need to be stopped. They don't see money to save. They don't see money to save.
Forget
He was
everything
betting
I
just to
said.
get more money.
Forget
He was
everything.
betting just to bet the shit.
Forget everything I said. Nigga. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. This nigga
What?
is ad. Send that nigga back.
Yeah.
Send him back to Arizona, nigga.
You haven't. That is telltale of an addiction.
You
ain't betting to
can't
get
fix
money?
that in one round of
No.
rehabilitation. You
One
need to
month
go.
of therapy.
Yeah, that's not 35 days worth, nigga. You got this nigga need to be up a year.
No.
Nigga, what the fuck?
He said
but-
he never kept track of his betting over time, and that he's pretty sure he lost more than he won.
Just
I
like
bet he
everybody
did.
else.
I bet
Yeah,
he
I bet
exactly.
the
Like
fuck
you
he
ain't
did, bro.
special
Mania
because of
soccer.
that. Like, and the problem
I don't even think
is,
he watched the game.
we all know someone
Dude,
that is like this. I work with someone who's just as bad. Like
Oh, okay.
well, no, it do be niggas who be
I know you
gambling and
out
don't be
somebody.
watching sports. They be trying
They
to
be
ask me,
gambling, they-
"What do you think? Who's gonna go over? Who's gonna?" I'm like, "Nigga, don't talk to me about this shit." Okay.
yeah, he mind you, he gambles basically his whole check, and I make pretty decent money. So you can imagine what he does, what he doing in his free time. I'm like, bro, like
How does rent get paid?
with the game. Well, I don't know.
If he hits his parlay or not,
Every bet is make or break for this nigga is
Make or
crazy.
break.
Oh my god.
And he's probably using what he don't use to gamble on it. That's exactly how these niggas work. Clearly, he
must
just
be
laid it
single.
out. He gave you the blueprint. Here, I
Is
don't
he
bet to make money.
Is he single?
What? My coworker, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
oh, he
That
has
makes a lot of sense. It has to be. Cause what the fuck? That's a bad
Shay
husband
would-
and father. If that's like what he
She
doing
would
with the,
have my
with the
head on a
paper.
fucking spike if she knew I was gambling like that.
Come
She'd
on, man.
whoop my ass.
Oh God.
That's what happens when you're
She
with
would.
black women.
Oh God. Because why? Because it's a black woman. Can't get away with that shit. The fuck is wrong with you? All this really told me was, Johnny Manziel better thank God he ain't never had NIL and access to
Oh
gambling
my
like
goodness.
this. Oh my God. We
Oh,
was
Johnny
the worst.
Manziel, he was
My
still,
goodness.
if you seen that documentary on Netflix, he was still getting mad bread. So like, he probably could have gambled if he wanted. He just
No,
instead
I'm
of
saying,
gambling,
but,
he
like-
just did normal. He had normal vices like cocaine and alcohol instead of gambling. So
Nah, but
Normal-
like having,
normal white
having
people
some
vices.
having some accessibility like that, knowing that this NIL buddy was finna. He's the type of nigga that was like, I'm doing this for the love of the game. I'm gambling for the love of the game. And he would have teetered that line with football. I think the difference is I really do believe he wouldn't be betting his unders. I really think he would be gambling like I'm finna beat these niggas. I'm finna get this. I'm
You
finna
think-
get this. I'm finna go get this Bama. I'm finna beat Bama and run it up on niggas. And then show off and say, yeah, I bet it on myself and beat y'all niggas.
Y'all think Michael Jordan was gambling this bad?
yes,
It's just different.
But we just
because-
don't say nothing because he's he's the GOAT. We don't say shit because it's Michael fucking Jordan. But we
I
know
think if he had
well,
access. If I think he
did. He was Michael
No,
Jordan.
I'm talking about like the accessibility of social media to just do this shit over your phone versus physically going to gambling places and stuff. I feel like he would be
Imagine
just
if it was
as
Michael
bad.
Jordan being caught up in like some Terry Rozier shit. What would they have? Well, I mean, they kicked him
That
out the
would affect-
league, so they're.
I ain't gonna lie. In the 90s,
They made that
that
nigga
would
play
actually
baseball,
affect his
so.
legacy.
Yeah.
In the 90s, that actually would affect his legacy. They might
They
call
made that
LeBron
nigga
the
play
GOAT because
baseball,
of
bro.
that.
That's what happened. They were like, bro, you're gambling a little too much. Go play baseball. He was like, yes, sir. And he did it, and then he came back.
You right. Oh man, going from one dumbass to another. Let's lock in on JJ McCarthy, man. JJ McCarthy was saying some questionable things because he didn't like how this black man's about to take his spot, Kyler Murray. I don't know if you had the video, Jax, or I can pull it up. It's up to you what you want to do.
No, I have two videos, and I feel like
Okay,
one of the
go ahead.
videos is one of the videos that you want to pull up. But
Go ahead.
Have you seen this video? This normal video?
Yeah, this is a normal one.
Okay, yeah. But this is JJ McCarthy's being interviewed. They asked him about his relationship with Kyler Murray, and they asked both the quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, when he gave his response, he was like, "Oh man, JJ, he's a young quarterback, but I'm here to help him anytime he asks," and blah blah blah. Made it like normal PR answer, but like stuff you should hope your veteran quarterback does. But they asked JJ about the relationship, and he said this.
What's your relationship been like with Kyler so far?
It's just like two guys in a classroom. He sits on one side, I sit on the other side, and it's the coach's responsibility to teach us and coach us. So,
is there any awkwardness like between you two?
awkwardness, it's just like the same feeling, when you're in high school and there's another person on the other side of the room. That's just kind of how it is. So I wouldn't say there's any awkwardness.
What's your relationship been like?
A lot of people are upset at that because, it's like, brother, I need you to give a more PR-esque answer. And I understand that. But have you seen the other clip that's going around about what he said?
No.
Or have you, Greg?
I have. I've seen everything, which is why I texted you. But after further research, I'm gonna calm down, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Because this is why I hate the internet. Because this other clip was floating around the internet, and I was like, "What are they talking about?" And it's this random account. He said, "JJ McCarthy addresses recent comments about Kyler Murray. We're competing for a job. I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy about it, and I feel like I proved I was an elite quarterback last season. I know I'm the future of the organization." But when you press play on this video, there's no fucking audio because he just made all of this up. But every single human being in the comments is like, "Did he say elite quarterback?" And oh my gosh, everybody's talking shit about it. And it's just like nobody watched the video. This is what's wrong with the world right now, bro. This is why I hate people. JJ McCarthy did not say this quote. And everybody's recording and be like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." He didn't say any. This video is muted. There's nothing here, bro. Niggas are just liars, bro. That's what's wrong with people. There's the volume all the way up. There's no sound. People are so quick. When I seen this video, I saw the caption first, and I was like, "What?" And I forget where I was, but I didn't have my AirPods, so I clicked the video, and held it to my ear, and I was in a loud place. So I hear it, I was like, "I don't hear anything. Maybe I need to turn the volume." So I went to watch it when I got home, and I was like, "Is my Twitter broke or something?" And I scrolled down, and people were saying all this crazy shit. So I'm just like, maybe I got the wrong video, but no, niggas are just lying, bro. And that's why I hate. That's why the internet is working.
Bro, I dead ass. I don't know what time. Shit. I don't know what time it was at night, but it was a little late at night, and I saw it, and I was just like, I didn't press play. I just saw the quote, and that's when I said to Jax, "Yo, Jax, we gotta talk about this bullshit, bro. This shit getting out of fucking hand." He was like, "I haven't really seen any quotes." I'm like, "Bro, the shit I've heard. First of all, it don't matter what video you saw. I'm not fucking with none of it." And then once I did more research. And then these notes started coming in, what do you call those?
The community notes.
Yeah, the community notes. I was like, "Oh, damn, I think I got."
They got you.
They got me, and because he's a white man and I don't care about him, I just took everything at face value. Because had this been Jameis Winston, I would have did all my due diligence. Because how dare you slander that man? I just needed an excuse. I just needed an excuse to just get my heat off. And then I'll say, he didn't say this. Now I'm upset that he didn't say it. The fuck?
It's horrible.
Now I'm like, damn, y'all got me worked up for some shit that didn't happen. I hate you, man.
Man,
this is probably the most.
This is the most internet the internet has ever.
Well, this is probably the most internet interaction he's finna have pretty soon, because pretty soon Kyler Murray's taking his fucking job. Because anybody with a pulse can take his fucking job at any moment. This is Kyler Murray's job. He will be playing back.
Like Kyler Murray's never actually been bad. He was just on bad teams. But Kyler Murray, he just gets hurt because he's small. Yeah. But that's it. Kyler Murray's never actually been bad. So.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy, get ready to learn Dylan Gabriel, nigga. Grab that fucking clipboard and learn how to clap. Yeah, this classroom analogy bullshit you got going on, I wasn't fucking with that either. And you truly said that. So no.
That's all I have to say about JJ. He's not media trained. This is Kyler's job to lose. Yeah. And this is his fault. Because if they didn't make them, it's not only his fault, but it doesn't help that Sam Darnold won the fucking Super Bowl last season. So they're like, it's like the big problem, the big elephant is JJ. Like, he's not good. But it only compounds that y'all gave up a 14-3 interim quarterback, basically. Because I don't think they were trying to keep him long term, clearly. And then the nigga goes to Seattle and wins the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, like, I would have done the same thing too with Sam, because I'm like, I don't think Sam Darnold's that good. And we just drafted this quarterback like top 10 or whatever. I would have done the same thing. And I would have been like,
The GM lost his job because everybody over here being scared like they would have done the same shit.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody acted brand new because they're like, why would you give away Sam Darnold when JJ's nigga? If you was in that room too, you would have done it too.
Calm down.
Or you would have thought
Don't
about it.
Speak for me. Don't speak for me. I feel like me and Jax had a conversation back when this was happening. I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe Sam Darnold kind of hooping. Maybe it was just the Jets. He's like, nah, bro. Like, they can do this with everybody. And I was like, I'm not saying. And I think it wasn't even for me. It was never about Darnold as much as it was coming out of college. How Jax feels about Bo Nix is how I feel about JJ McCarthy. I never thought he was good because I've never saw that nigga throw anything past 40 yards or 30 yards. I'm like,
that is also true.
Does this nigga dink and dunk all his life? In my mind, I'm like, who is this nigga? And he tore his ACL. But, I was just like, okay, well, Justin Jefferson make everybody look good. So I was like, well, maybe he'll be competent. And I was wrong on that. And I'm like, this is crazy.
The fact that
Justin Jefferson and Addison, and you playing like this? I can't give you no grace. I can't be on some, he's just a young QB. Look at all the young QBs that don't have the graded, one of the top 3 wide receivers in the game right now.
Like, the Vikings were literally just a quarterback away from being like an action, because their defense, they had like the best defense. I think like a top 3 defense in the NFL. They have a crazy receiving core. Who was it?
They were 14-3. I can't remember the running back name.
I like the running. He was good, so it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
But
you got the weakest quarterback in that division, right? By far, clear cut.
Yeah.
Like, and it's miles away. It's Caleb Williams, fucking
Jared Goff,
and Jordan Love. Nowhere close to any of them niggas.
And then it's a cliff.
And Malik Willis was there too. Malik
Willis was better than that nigga.
He's not even the 4th best quarterback.
It is just JJ at the bottom of that bitch.
Crazy. Evil world we live in, but had to get that hate off. Get that hate off.
It's time, but I'm not gonna hold you. We've been talking about football too long. It's time to get to the NBA and talk about stuff we really need to talk about.
Absolutely.
Draft lottery, what everyone's been waiting for. The draft lottery, it's officially been passed. We talked about it a couple of days ago, or I think last episode. Adam Silver keeps running the NBA, but now this is 3-2-1 draft lottery system. The teams 4 through 10 in the standings, they'll get 3 lottery balls. The bottom 3 teams will get 2 lottery balls, and the playing teams will get 1 to 2 lottery balls. This flattens the odds. No top 5 picked in 3 consecutive years, and teams cannot pick number 1 in consecutive years. Adam Silver, what the fuck?
The only thing I really wanted to bring up about this, because I know I'm finna rant about New York Knicks and Spurs. We can talk about Sacramento and that other thing. We got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
My main thing was basically to say that these next 3 years, the lottery is supposed to be like the ping pong balls. They're supposed to be televised. Like we're supposed to actually see it this year, this upcoming year. And I thought that was different versus just seeing a nigga just tell us what the fuck is going to go on instead of seeing the ping pong ball with the team logo on it. That's supposed to be the difference next year. That was my main reason why I even brought that up. But on some other shit, I mean, do I care? I don't. We already talked about this.
But let's still keep it with the NBA and more reasons or more ways Adam Silver's ruining the league because he's starting to implement AI to review calls. Why is doing this shit? All right. And I was able to... Y'all can see the screen, right?
Yep.
All right. So this is what he had to say on the Pat McAfee show.
You know, if you're a tennis fan and they have what they call Hawkeye, and it's like the animation, and you quickly see, you know, where the line was and the oohs and ahs of the crowd, it touched the line or it was out of bounds. We're going to move to a system like that where that whole category of calls will be automatic, where, you know, it's going to be, Laker ball, Nick ball, whatever it is, Thunder ball, those calls will be done by an AI automated system with cameras lined around the court. And it'll take all of those so-called objective calls out of the hands of the referees. It'll be instantaneous. It'll be automatic. Just play on, let's go, Spurs inbound, and you'll move on. You won't have to deal with challenges on those calls, but it'll also now allow the officials on the more difficult subjective calls to give their full attention there, because there's often contact on every play. It doesn't mean there's a foul, and they're trying to measure sort of whether that contact is impeding the player, how hard that contact is. It's something that can't just be done on camera. They're actually feeling the contact because they're there on the floor with the players. So anyway, I think there is a technology will really be helpful here.
How about the flopping?
Like my whole thing, like AI be wrong, and it be wrong a whole lot. I feel like if you just want to do like something.
Well, AI is just pulling data from data that's already published. It's not creating something new. It's just reusing what's already out there. So if they're going to use this system, it sounds good on paper, but like you said, like there's no, like, do you think AI would have got that shit right? It might have still called it Spurs ball. There's no guarantee.
But AI be wrong. If you want to do
Thunderball,
if you want something where it can like easily find out if stuff is out of bounds, put like a little sensor in the ball and like a sensor on like around like the the lines on the court or whatever, so you can see if it went out of bounds or something like that. Like I just feel like everybody's trying to implement AI into everything, and AI be wrong all the fucking time. So I don't like it. I don't get it. Adam Silver, he just listens to Twitter. You say what?
I don't really have no issue with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought this one was gonna be like some like this some bullshit. And I'm just like, you out here talking about AI gets this shit wrong. I ain't gonna lie. Them fucking rats be getting that bitch wrong too. So I'm like
all the time.
So
like,
what the fuck is
if AI can get right that Case and Wallace goaltend, then okay.
Yeah,
I know you people aren't talking about goaltending.
Wemby don't be goaltending.
All right. Damn. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm like, look, is AI perfect? No, it's not. Are these niggas perfect? No, it's not. But if there's a significant, I'll say this. You know what AI isn't or doesn't have, or at least not yet? It doesn't have fucking ego. So shit, like we can figure this shit. Like I would rather look at AI.
That's what you do.
I would rather deal with AI where it's just like, because I'm thinking it in the sense of like how baseball is doing their review on the Jumbotron for strikes and whatever the fuck, because that's still technically AI. How they're implementing all that stuff. So, they can add some sensors or do whatever the fuck it is. But yo, I'm not trying to go into an ego match with Tony Brothers that didn't see the fucking ball go out of bounds versus clearly seeing that a basketball is out of. I'm not trying to waste a challenge for a clear out of bounds call. Like, yo, this is out of bounds. Why am I wasting my one of two challenges of the evening over that versus we can use this challenge for actual, like, debatable type of ordeals where you have to look at, like, why are we spending 2 or 3 minutes discussing was this bitch out of bounds? And like I said, AI can get it wrong.
Not just out of bounds. Who hit it out of bounds?
Yeah, who hit it out of bounds?
We know it went out, but like, who was it off? Like,
yeah, like who was it off?
Everybody
Like,
saw.
we out here discussing this shit and we out here stopping the gameplay. If we can get something that's going to be a little bit more instantaneous, I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to see how this shit, because we're not getting out of AI. AI is going to be a part of our shit for the rest of our lives. We're not going to be able to explode it. We're just going to have to understand that this is a tool, and we're going to have to figure out to keep it out of the hands of evil and figure out, how to better use it, because it's not going away. If there was a chance of getting it away, then sure. But nah, like this is the future. We might as well know how to fucking do it. Versus dealing with fucking Tony Brothers all fucking day. Give me a break.
I agree 1,000%.
There is a chance to get AI out of the way, but that's a conversation for another day on another platform.
FBI, so you didn't hear that shit from me, nigga. I want you to know. my FBI agent, I didn't say those words.
But no, let's get to the real nitty gritty of the podcast. While we're all here, it was a tough battle last night rather. But the San Antonio Spurs will be going to the NBA Finals to face the New York Knicks after they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 111 to 103, and I feel like it's one of the better Game 7s we've seen in a long time. One of the better series, I feel like, for real. Although it was low-key like blowouts in between and everything. But I think all in all, like, this whole series was amazing. What we've all been sort of waiting for this entire season.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. Game 1 was legendary. Game 7 just as legendary. There were some duds in the middle. It wasn't like every game was wire to wire, but it was competitive. And the better team won, more importantly.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Most 7-game series is not wire to wire. Like, even when people talk about that 2016 comeback with the Warriors and the Cavs and stuff, like, in the middle, in between, there were some duds. But Game 7 was legendary. Game 1 with 50 points was legendary. Like, yeah. So I mean, I think this is one of those. I think this is one of those series that people are gonna look back on for sure. Like, people won't remember this series.
Like, Game 7 have to be legendary because you got to give your all out. And, like, SGA, he, like, Dana, don't be a hoe right now, because we talked earlier and we were both like, yeah, SGA was the best player on the floor yesterday.
I said that, and I'm gonna say that now. He was the best player on the floor.
Yeah, SGA, he went out crazy, 12 for 21. He dropped 35 points. He had, like, I think a block, 2 steals, etc. But
it was too little, too late.
But Benjamin Netanyahu, you pulled up and you dropped all of 4 points. You played 33 minutes. You dropped 4 points on 1 of 2 shooting. And the last time he attempted a shot, I believe it was 9 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep.
I appreciate the defense he played because niggas were trying to dunk on him and stuff. And he was blocking them.
What are you trying? He did.
No, Wemby dunks don't count because Wemby's 7. Like,
yes, it does.
I'm talking about, like, Dylan Harper tried to dunk on him. I'm talking about, like, smaller people tried to dunk on him. It didn't work.
Because he's a bitch.
And I told you he blocked him. Can I finish my sentence?
My bad.
Go ahead.
The player tried to dunk on him. It didn't work. Wemby dunked on him, of course, because Wemby, he dunks on everybody. So I'm not counting Wemby dunk because, like, it's like an adult going against a toddler when Wemby dunks on somebody for real. But, like, yeah, I did appreciate some of the defense he played, but my nigga, Jalen Williams is out. AJ Mitchell is out. You are the number 2 overall draft pick that was supposed to be, this unicorn player that's supposed to like change the franchise. Niggas thought you were going to be like the cornerstone of this franchise. They thought you was going to be the best player, and you come out and you only drop 4. You only attempt. I would have rather you drop 4 points on like one of 15 shooting or something. So at least you fucking try. Like, I'd still be upset, but at least you tried. 1 of 2, only 2 shots. That's just like I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely thought he was gonna.
No,
bring
you
it.
You were disrespected, Jax. That's what you were. You were disrespected as a
yeah.
Fucking nuts, bro. Somebody say the slur, bro. I'll edit it out. Somebody say the slur.
I'm not going to.
I don't know what slur, but there's a lot of slurs we could use. I'm not going to.
You know, and it rhymed with baguette. And speaking with baguette, that French nigga was all in that Thunder defense, offense. Hey, no bullshit, though. Thunder, they tried. They tried. Wemby was not. He showed a lot of signs of fatigue throughout the series game.
Really, everybody was tired in that game. I'm not gonna lie.
But when you have 7 players go in double figures, when you have Lou Cornett play the most important 6 minutes of his life with the block that saved the game, blocker around the world.
Hey, if Hartenstein dunks that, the Thunder win the game, bro.
Thunder are probably winning the game. Like that block saved the game.
Yeah, he turned into a
like I said, J-Dub, he tried last game 6. He was about to tear his shit off.
I don't know. I don't even know why they attempted. I don't think
they did
even if OKC advanced, I doubt he would have been able to play in the finals. Like I really don't know why he did.
And he would have been terrible.
Yeah, that was a waste of everybody's time.
But
yeah, I think
yeah,
that's bad because I think somebody said when it came to Luke Cornett, he was saying, yeah, that nigga blocked that shit like that was Magic City. I was like, damn, y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax on that. But I will say, just to bring it back to Chet real quick, because that shit disturbed the fuck out of me as somebody that was in a lose-lose situation. Because I didn't, I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I was rooting against both of these teams, and I'm looking at this shit as like Hitler versus Kim Jong-un. And it's like, fuck, okay? And unfortunately, my granny is Dennis Rodman in this situation, and he visited Kim Jong-un. So, unfortunately, I was like, okay, I'll just have to lean to the Spurs, because if my granny's happy, then I'm happy. You know what I mean? Just some sentimental shit. But
and you made
when it came to this Chet shit, I was just like, bro, like, please don't have me like defending unnecessary shit, because Chet, what the fuck are you doing? It's not just the shot thing though. Like, it's not just him having the shot attempts that he had, but it was from the get go, that nigga wasn't playing into whatever the fuck Wemby had going on, bro. Wemby is still young and impressionable enough where if that was Draymond Green, he would have got that nigga out of character already. Wemby would have been young, like he's still impressionable enough where just some Draymond type of mental activity, mental games would have had at least in this game 7. He probably wouldn't have been as focused. Like, there was just certain things you could have did, but the fact that you didn't even engage in it and you made the Spurs look like you a bitch ass nigga, that speaks volumes, bro. You have Devin Vassell out here saying, yeah, bitch ass nigga. And you
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. It's one thing when the bully, being Wemby, is bitching your goons. It's another thing when the bully's goons is bold enough to talk shit in your face and you don't do nothing.
You're not doing
That's how we know you. That's how we know the type of person you made up. And everything is amplified in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, do I think the Thunder need to move on from Chet? No. If I'm being completely honest, no. But he needs to do a lot of soul searching because the Spurs are not going anywhere. Yes, you can dominate against anyone else in the league. We get that. We understand that. But at the end of the day, you still got to go through that 7'5" alien down there in San Antonio, Texas, if y'all want to get back to that ring.
That's not your
And
last
if
matchup.
you go keep it won't be for the next at least 5 to 10 years. So it's like if you're gonna keep showing up like this, then Sam Presti gotta have some uncomfortable conversations and do some uncomfortable shit. Because the last thing I want to see is Giannis in a fucking Thunder uniform off of this one series. I don't want to see that.
I'm gonna stop you right. Like Giannis, he's not coming to OKC because one like for what it's worth, I think Chet is still young. I think is he 23 or something like that? So he's not.
Yeah, he's
still pretty young, and this is like his second playoff series or whatever. So like, and Chet he's still good. He's an all-star and everything. It's just like they're not going to move off of him for a Giannis who is a ball dominant type of player.
24 years old.
Set screens. He's a little bit of a diva. I like Giannis, but he is a little bit of a diva. And Giannis is also going to demand his brothers have roster spots, and 1,000% the Thunder are going to be like, nigga, no. So that's also not. That's another reason it's not happening. The whole Giannis to OKC thing is not happening, and they're not getting rid of Chet because he still has a lot of problems. It's just like you said, he needs to do some soul searching or whatever because he's supposed to be one of the next great big men. I like Devin Vassell. He's a great basketball player. He's 6'5". You're 7'1". He should not be able to guard you. And he was actively guarding
him and Champagnie.
Yeah, Champagnie. Even though Champagnie is probably like 6'8", but like he still shouldn't be able to guard if you really like that. Because there's no other great defensive bigs in the league except Wemby, AD, and Rudy Gobert. Probably like the last great defensive bigs left in the league. Like you should be able, Chet should be able to get his game off on anybody else, and he couldn't do that against Julian Champagnie. And then also like Champagnie,
you know who was waiting on him on that weak side though,
treating him like he was weak though. You said what?
I would say who would have been waiting. Let's say he tried to get in his offensive bag. Wemby was going to be waiting there on the weak side, erasing every single thing.
Still, Nick, I need you to try 2 shots. I need you to try.
And on top of that, what we haven't even discussed yet, or even brought up to the thing, is just like, yes, you had your 2 attempts in the first half, and in the third quarter, yeah, I'm a bitch. You know, it's one of those, yeah, Chet's a bitch, he's pussy, it's whatever. Nigga, when we're in the fourth quarter and there's 6 minutes left, and there is Wemby has 5 fouls and nobody on that team tried to attack. Nobody tried to attack this nigga. That's what I would have gotten into Chet's bag right there. I would have been like, hey,
no. So they did because Hartenstein got him in his 5th, and then Mitch Johnson took him out. They're like, okay, no, we gotta stop this. And then that's when the Cornet 6 minutes of hell for the Thunder went on. I mean, he wasn't really even going crazy to that block. That block kind of saved.
Yeah, it really wasn't 6 minutes. It was just a block.
Nah, it was just
like the
block. The block changed the entire game.
That block that turned into, like, I don't know if that was a 2 or 3, but like they converted off of that block.
Yeah,
so
it was
like it went from like a
swing.
4-point. It was like a 4-point swing off that alone. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Do I think the Thunder need to overreact? No. But they need to sit down. They need to get healthy. J-Dub, whatever the hell is wrong with your legs? Because hamstring strains.
I really hope he's like okay, like career wise. Because too many hamstring strains, and he's young, and it's all like back to back. Like that's frightening for me.
So I just need him to get in an ice bath or something, or just
I told Jax a while back. I'm just like, yo, after that second string, I'm like, bro, he's out for the rest of the season, bro. Like, I don't know why you tried to force that game. Since anytime you have a hamstring in general, I learned that shit from James Harden, bro. You gonna have to let that shit even when you think you're good.
Yeah,
just give it up.
I learned that. I learned that from Julio Jones. Like once his hamstring was gone, he really wasn't good no more. Because like you need explosive. You need your hamstring to be explosive, bro. And once those are gone, you can't do nothing. You can't move. So, and then you can't even like get surgery to heal it. You just gotta like wait until it heals.
Yeah, next season is probably the most stacked this Thunder's roster is going to be, because come 2028, or whenever that fucking expansion draft happens with those two teams, they're gonna be picking at OKC, which means they need to figure out how
And
to
San
get
Antonio.
into check. Yeah, and San Antonio. There's gonna be a few teams they're gonna pick at. Like, this is gonna be the most important summer because Chet, it was a blessing to be able to sub out Chet and bring in somebody else real quick because they had the bench to do so, and it wasn't like a huge drop. After this expansion draft, you're not gonna have that same luxury, at least the first season, to just be like, okay, let's go ahead and sub him out real quick. No, he needs to have some type of dog. Well, I mean, if you don't have a dog by now, you're never gonna have it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you gotta at least play better than this. You gotta shoot better than this.
How old he is. You gotta do the. Was it age 24 or 22? I can't remember.
Bro, it was 24. It's 24, but that doesn't like you don't like get dog off of this. Like, that's just something you're born with.
Chet turned 24 on May 1st.
Oh, he turned 24 on May 1st?
Yeah, bro.
It's over, nigga.
it might be over.
He is who he is. He is who he is. My thing is Chet. Chet is a front runner. And what I mean by that is you don't even have to go whole season. Just like this playoff run alone, he was dominating. As he should have. Like the Sun, he was balling. He was averaging what, a double-double? He was like 16-10 or close to it.
That's not really that's not balling. That's Evan Mobley numbers. Respect to Evan Mobley. Respect to Evan Mobley.
Disrespect to Evan Mobley.
That is 18.
Yeah, that, like Chet was doing 18 and 8, bro. Like that's
Chet was doing good, and he was doing a little bit better against the Lakers. Now the Lakers couldn't really, but he had games where he stepped up. He was a no-show
this entire series, bro.
This entire series, and if you not go, my thing is you have to pick a struggle. Either do some shit offensively, or if you just be like, okay, I can't do shit offensively because Wemby's in the paint. I'm gonna be a fucking defensive eraser. Nothing is coming in his paint, and he wasn't even doing that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, and this hurts Jax even more because like when it comes to a nigga like Chet, like Chet is the reason why some of his biggest ops are still employed right now. When you look at it, Chet in this series is the reason why Draymond Green still has a fucking job. Cause nigga, what? I'm saying, like, all this soft ass shit, like being such a no show like this, like Draymond, like I'm saying, like Wemby doesn't really like. He's not pushing niggas around like that just yet because he still needs to get his man body.
I mean, he tried to murder Nas Reed.
Well, true. He's evolving.
He was provoked. He was provoked.
But it's just one of those things.
He was scared for his life, Dana.
Being soft.
You're getting tugged, pulled, jumped on the whole fucking series. Mm-hmm. If you rewind before that elbow, he was literally getting grabbed by Jade McDaniels. He was frustrated. I don't condone what he did. But the nigga was frustrated.
You like the people that make excuses for police shootings, bro. That's what you sound
like. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying, but like when you soft like Chet was this past series, bro, it gives validity to the hey yo, look, all I gotta do is make sure that my opponent is a bitch. It don't matter how good he is, don't matter how good Chet is offensively. Draymond can bitch you, and you're losing. You're losing the battle. So
yeah,
I'll be talking shit about Draymond Green, but I'm just like, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Draymond Green would have been a lot more impactful with the OKC Thunder in Game 7 than this fuck ass nigga Chet was today or yesterday. And that's just what I don't even like the nigga like that, but I call a spade a spade.
If Draymond was there, he might have had like the same number of shot attempts, but he would have had more rebounds. He would have had more. Like Chet ain't got no. Chet only have 4. Nigga, you said only get 4 rebounds,
more assists.
But he would have had more rebounds, more assists. Well, maybe the same amount of steals and blah. But he would have been felt more on the court, bro. But Chet was 33 minutes of cardio. But for some like Chet, he's somebody that's like been this prodigy, #1 overall recruit, this, that, and the third, like his whole entire life. Never really had like no like crazy basketball adversity. So maybe this will be something that he can like
Have an arc.
get some hate in his heart and transform like Wemby did, because
He should have had the hate. Well, maybe he
never
didn't
had
have
never
it
had
because
experienced the hate because he was better than everybody. But now hopefully he gets this hate in his heart and he turns dark and starts.
Hey, who has
all I know is because he's more than likely going to be on that Olympic team in 2028. And you know who else is going to be on that Olympic team? For France. Wimber.
Fuck.
And
right.
don't let a gold medal be on the line. I already saw your tape, Greg, and I agree 1,000%. Like the country, I mean, with the whole KG shit, like there's a select few of international players that are carrying the world.
Yeah.
In a sense. We don't have to rehash that, but
yeah, if it's a gold medal game and I gotta put my life on the line for Chet versus Wemby, yeah, bitch, I ain't gonna lie, my palms will be sweaty. I'm gonna still stand on my statement, but my shit gonna be a little sweaty, nigga. Because what the fuck?
Especially if Chet is the starting big. Now we got,
but you at least have niggas like Ant Edwards there to take some of the pressure off that nigga Chet.
Right, you'll have Ant, you'll have Mike Cade, he'll be there.
Cooper Flag, hopefully if
Cooper Flag.
Yeah. No, I will say I asked you.
Derek Queen.
Please stop. Please stop right now. You could change my mind. I'm not ready to talk about Derek Queen right now. Jax, one last question before we move on to like the finals matchup. Who has a more important off-season summer, Jalen Duren or Chet Holmgren as a big? Because they both played shitty.
I think like for Jalen Duren individually, it's going to be like important because like he's trying to get his money, so like that's one thing. But I think as far as like perception wise, it might be Chet just because he's the last person that we saw. He's the last person we saw. #1, his quote unquote rival, even though it's not really a rival. Or I guess his quote unquote bully is winning in the finals or whatever you want to call it, and like he's like the same archetype. And a lot of the concerns that niggas have had with Chet, granted his career has been short, but all the concerns that we've had for his careers still been the same. We're like, oh, he's still a little bit, not even a little, he's still too weak. He's not really built for like the clutch moments and everything. Because I remember last year in the playoff, like the moment I knew Chet was not like that for real for like clutch moments, and hopefully it's something he develops. But like it was the Denver series. I can't remember what game it was, but it was like the fourth quarter or whatever. They needed to make 2 free throws. He got to the line. He just took like the shakiest sigh I've ever seen a player. And as soon as he did that, I was like, oh my God, he's going to miss these free throws. And lo and behold, he missed these free throws. They ended up losing the game. They, of course, won the series and subsequently went and won the championship and all that. But like that, at that moment, I was like, damn, he's really like, the lights were a little bit too bright for him. But he's not Jared Allen, so he'll never say that quote out loud. But like, still,
that's his reality.
You can see the lights get too bright for him. So I think like perception-wise, it would be Chet, and just hopefully he comes back in the offseason or after this offseason stronger and ready to go and ready to actually like step up into his role because it's fucking horrible.
Absolutely. All right, real quick to go into the NBA Finals. NBA Finals matchup is Spurs versus the Knicks. This is a rematch from the 1999 series. I think that was Tim Duncan's first championship.
First finals and first championship.
For sure. Shout out to Spreewell.
That was the lockout year.
Oh, for sure.
As well.
My question is purely, who do y'all niggas got? Because in my opinion, it's not going to be an easy series one way or the other. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's like whoever comes out the West, they finna just dominate. I'm kind of off that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this team's a little bit different.
I have Spurs in 6. I was telling Jax earlier today, I would not be surprised if like the Knicks came out and stole game 1 just off the strength of rest that we just came off of 7-game series. I mean, if they're able to hold off home court, if the Spurs are able to hold off home court, it's more likely going to be a gentleman's sweep. Because I think the only games the Knicks can steal is game 1 when we just basically got off the plane and we're tired, and we're trying to come down from the high of winning the conference finals and also come down from the shock of like, holy shit, we're in the fucking NBA finals. Like outside of Wemby, I think everyone else might still be on that high of like, holy shit.
Now Wemby gonna be on that high too. You saw
He gonna be on that high.
No, like the high, but he'll be wired. Like he be like, I'm about to bust these niggas ass. Not Stephon Cash. Like holy shit, like I've never been here before. Like not shake. But I think Mitch Johnson gonna get him right. Every sort of adversity that they've come across, they've had an answer. Like when they went down 3-2, this Western Conference Finals, they came back and ripped 2. When they were down 2-1 against the Trailblazers, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, the Spurs are not ready. They're gonna get upset." They ripped off 3 straight without Wemby because he got concussed. And they try to say the same thing about the Timberwolves when they're like, "Yeah, man, the Timberwolves, like, and man, he's just healthy," and they're just experienced. You know, they tried to throw that experience around, but with the season we've had, the unique season we've had, we just have been gaining that experience through the playoffs. And mind you, we was in the lottery last year. The lottery last year and got Dylan Harper.
Yeah, we know.
Adam Silver before that.
Adam Silver knew too. That's why he did what he did.
Exactly, bro. Adam Silver was This is all Adam Silver's plan to get the finals in New York, in Madison Square Garden. This is all Adam Silver. Adam Silver's never been happier. This is his master plan.
No, this is his master plan because you know why? You know why it's his master plan? This is a rematch of the NBA Cup. Another thing that nigga introduced.
Exactly. Yeah. This finals just low key validated the NBA Cup, and it stayed forever.
It's not going anywhere.
It ain't going nowhere. As much as niggas might want to hate it, because of this year, it ain't going nowhere.
NBA Cup. It was I feel like it's still sort of unnecessary, but I ain't mad at it. These players, they getting extra money to do it, so I can't hate it.
For sure.
Because I remember watching that game, that NBA Cup game, and it was just like, fuck. Like, in that moment, you could tell, it hurt with me. My mind, it was just the NBA Cup, but that's an award. That's a championship, a mid-season championship, essentially. But I think that just fueled it even more like, nah, we got to get that Larry.
Gotta get that Larry. Jax, what you think? What you think? How you think it's gonna go?
Like, initially, I do think the Spurs are gonna win. I wanted to say like Spurs, and I think I'm gonna keep Spurs in 5, but like the more I like stop and like take a look at like the series and the matchups and everything, like this is going to be a tougher task than initially I thought, because Cat has been. I want to say Cat's not as good defensively as Wemby, but Cat has stepped it up big time on defense and on offense. He's like he's a big that can shoot, that can score from anywhere, and like he's not scary. Like he knows his job. He knows he's going to have to score. He knows he's going to have to shoot. He's not going to only attempt 2 shots and everything, and that's just another thing they'll have to contend with. And if they have Wemby doing his normal, like I'm just in the paint standing there, they're probably going to have like a smaller person on Cat. Cat's going to bully them because Cat is big now. Like Cat, that old picture of Cat trying to get by DeMarcus Cousins or whatever. Like he's not that small no more. He's the bully.
But these guards are not just little guards though. Like Stephon Cash, he got some strength to him. Dylan Harper, Stephon Cash is not going to be guarding him.
Exactly.
But Vassell and Champagne.
No. Vassell can guard Chet. Vassell can't guard.
He can guard Cat.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. He was guarding Nas Reed. He was guarding Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels last
year. That is not Nas Towns, nigga.
Where did we get this view of Carl Anthony Towns?
What are you talking about? The 2 times 50-point ass nigga? What are you talking about? Let's not be disrespectful, nigga.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to.
Don't let me put my cape back on.
I'm just saying. Carl Anthony Towns.
DeAndre Ayton debate, nigga. Relax, nigga.
We are not scared of Carl Anthony Towns.
Nobody said you had to be.
But I'm just saying, Devin Vassell, it's not like Devin Vassell is not going to guard him easily. Like that's the insane thing.
That's crazy.
Like Cat's like a top 5 center in the NBA right now. Probably
Relax,
what,
bro.
3?
Who
Maybe?
What? Where is this coming from?
What are you talking?
You can't
A
name
top 5
4.
center. It goes
What are you talking about?
Wemby, Jokic, and probably Cat is the third, right? Maybe AD if he's healthy. Like
Who you putting
else?
over this nigga? Jalen Duren? Jared Allen? Who are you putting
This
over
season, yes.
You're okay.
Damn.
Hey, Jax, we can. I didn't bring up my predictions anyway. I need to tell my predictions.
Who do you got, Dre? Who do you got?
I forgot what hat this nigga was wearing right now. Let's relax. As far as for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. For the first time ever, I'm probably gonna go with Knicks in 7. Okay, I think it's gonna happen. I think this might go 7. I think the worst
If it gets
thing.
to 7, I think the Spurs got it if it gets to 7 because Wemby's gonna lose his fucking mind.
Well, if that's the case,
But
then
also,
I'm gonna say
Jalen
Knicks in 6. Then I'm gonna say Knicks in 6 because I just think people are kind of overlooking things. I'm gonna be honest. The worst thing that can happen to the Spurs is if they drop game 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think y'all gotta. I think game 1 is probably one of the most important ones for the Spurs to just go ahead and get, because that just.
I know. I mean, but it's gonna be tough.
It is gonna be tough, but this is the NBA Finals. Ain't shit supposed to be tough. I'm just saying, like,
You're right.
I just think the momentum of coming into Madison Square Garden 1-1. I'm gonna be honest with you. We already know MSG is legendary, and fans are crazy. We have not seen MSG Finals level crowd in decades.
Yeah.
I'm saying since 1999. Social media wasn't even a thing back then. You know what I mean? Niggas, I was like, what, 2?
We were like barely things, bro. Like we just
I was becoming a thing.
So I'm just like, I don't think people understand the magnitude of how hard like MSG was rocking. Granted, I don't think y'all have never been to MSG, right?
No.
I've been once, and they was playing the Rockets back when we weren't good like that yet. Like we still had Cam Whitmore, and I was still like a fan of that nigga. And when I tell you them niggas was rocking back then, like you could feel like the shit, like the arena shake. That was just for the fucking Rockets, nigga. This is the NBA Finals, nigga. I think I'm not talking about Wemby. I'm talking about the whole supporting cast. Like they're gonna have to get used to that game. That game 3 gonna shock them.
How they gonna get fans in there though if they charging $5,000 a ticket?
Nigga, they been charging $5,000 a ticket in New York. That ain't nothing new. It's nothing but diehard celebrity fans, not them LA niggas. Like you got like real niggas. You got Spike Lee level niggas. Like they're gonna find a way to get in that motherfucker. Like I can't speak for the Spurs. Spurs are diehard fans too, so they're gonna be, they're gonna be represented well.
Don't play on my top.
Yeah, we're not gonna play. We're not gonna. My granny know, but I just think nobody's ever seen what that crowd looks like in New York in the finals.
That's
I think
true.
that plays a real part, at least in getting like game 3. Like they might be adjusted by game 4, but by game 4, you're looking at New York being up 2-1, and now you're gonna have to play that behind game. So I think in order for y'all's predictions to be right, for it to be like a Spurs in 5 or even a Spurs in 6, I think game 1 has to be won by the Spurs. It has to be.
I agree. I just know it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
And if they win that game, if the Spurs win that game, like I wouldn't.
Wait, well,
I wouldn't be shocked.
The Spurs are gonna win. If the Nuns are there, the Spurs are gonna win. Because that's really the only reason the Spurs won, bro. They had we had the Nuns to bless it. I'm not gonna. The Nuns came, they won, bro.
Everybody, look, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody's better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson, bro. I don't know.
I'm just saying he hasn't been guarded by Stephon Castle. So
okay.
Respectfully, I think Jalen Brunson can cook. Like Stephon Castle can get cooked.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It depends on the whistle.
I ain't gonna lie. The only time I've seen Jalen Brunson struggle is when he had to face either of the Thompson twins. Those are elite niggas, so that makes sense. But outside of them niggas, Haven't really seen it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's why we play the game. Everything looks good on paper. Everything. Now, real quick, before we get into our hot takes, 'cause I know it's about that time, I do have a special blind reaction for the both of you. And by blind reaction, I'm lying my ass off. It's a blind ranking. We're going to get this TikTok off. It'll be a standalone. It'll be a throwaway, just to kind of keep the time down for the podcast. But to play on to the playoffs, I have a game for y'all to play. Basically, the best of 7. We're doing a 7-game series of random things, random ideas, random topics. It doesn't have to be basketball. It can literally be anything. Are y'all ready? That's fine. All right. The first matchup that we have, if I can pull this shit up, a 3-day weekend starting on Friday versus a 3-day weekend ending on Monday. Who wins that 7-game series?
Ending
And put a number on there.
I would say 3-day weekend ending, like starting on Friday, because that's the popular one. But I do believe that ending on Monday is slept on, but not over Friday. And I think that wins in 6 games.
I'm trying to. I think I might go ending on Monday, but like it's close though. So I do like ending on Monday like 7. I feel like.
Would your answers change if this was not a holiday? Like this was just a personal PTO? Because I think that kind of changes my answer. Low-key.
Personal PTO, I'd rather it be personal PTO. I'd rather it start on Friday.
Oh,
but it's a holiday. I would give.
Personal.
Yeah, if it's a holiday, let it end on Monday.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm on the flip side. I think if it's a holiday, I'll go starting on Friday. And if it was my personal PTO, ending on Monday, mainly because most of the time on Fridays, I can't speak for all the other jobs, shit be kind of slow anyway on Fridays. Like, niggas be ready to go. Niggas kind of leave early. And then on Monday, everybody's at work. So I don't have to compete with niggas to do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I want to go out and run some errands, do whatever the fuck, I can hit that bitch on Monday. Friday, everybody's out. It don't matter if you have PTO or not. It's going to be crowded all fucking day. So I would say ending on Monday in 7. Next, invisibility versus flying.
Flying in 4.
I'd say invisibility in like 6, because flying is cool, but like there's a lot of stuff that come with flying. Because like you in the air or whatever, what if shit fly in your face? Like you got bugs in your face, now you crash. No one, nigga.
Fly slower.
Like how fast can you fly? It's a whole lot of stuff going on. You go up there in the air. What's your oxygen like? Can you breathe properly? It's a whole lot of factors you're not thinking about. I'm just saying, it's a lot. Can you breathe? It's a lot of factors y'all not considering with flying.
Who you trying to hide from?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like.
My option is.
I feel like flying has a lot of variables to it.
My option is being in the air or being Chet Holmgren in Game 7. Nigga, give me flying. Give me flying, my nigga.
But Chet Holmgren is getting paid like $250 million
to disappear.
To disappear.
That's great. That's not good.
When you put it that way, give me invisibility.
You know, hey, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of moved me. I moved. If it comes with the money, maybe I'll hit that out. But y'all all said y'all answers. My bad.
Yeah.
Dana, what did you say? You said invisibility and what?
I said flying in 4.
Oh, flying in 4. Okay. All right. I got 3 more for y'all. Next one. I kind of already know where Jax is going with this one. Chips and queso versus bread and butter. Who wins this matchup?
Where am I? I don't know where I'm going with this. So I'm like, what do you think?
Well, I know how you don't really fuck with Mexican food like that. So maybe I was like, maybe he's. I don't know.
I don't fuck with salsa, but chips and queso is cool.
Chips and
I'll go with bread and butter just because I was
bread and butter in 7.
Bread and butter in 7.
Yeah,
bread and butter in 7.
I think it's bread and butter in 7 for me because I'm just like peak bread and butter versus peak chips and queso.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, Texas Roadhouse gonna fucking clear every time. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go bread and butter in 6. But that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Next one.
Actually, now that you said give me bread and butter in 5, actually. Not just
I knew that nigga was gonna be like, I kind of knew.
The best bread and butter can be chips and queso, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, two more. This is more of like when we were school age kids, or maybe you're adults. Who knows? I don't know what y'all do in your free time. Throwing paper in the trash can versus slapping the door frame. Like like you're dunking.
I'm a
trash
can baller.
Trash can in 4.
Trash can in 4.
Trash can in 6. Man. Nah. Trash can in 5 for me.
Yeah,
there's nothing like yelling Kobe in the classroom and you switch that bitch and the teacher can't say nothing because you made it.
Yeah, the teacher can't say, go pick that up because it's already there. I'm Kobe in this bitch. Yeah, I think trash can in 4 only because nobody was impressed when I was slapping that door frame after I got a certain height. It was just like, okay, nigga, you're supposed to do that. You're tall, bitch. Like, all right.
Now, where you elevate it is slapping the door, but you dunking on someone. Like, we have someone come through the door and you just yam on them.
I feel like niggas fight too much for that to really be a thing. Nigga punch shit out my jaw. Now we're in the principal's office over some bullshit. Yeah, no. It's still trash. Just because of that, trash can in 4. Trash can in 3, low key. Shit. Niggas don't like being disrespected in front of women. Ever. Ever. It don't matter what age it is, bro. That shit unlock the memory. Final.
That's the spot.
Nah, cause we trying to have fun. Why you getting mad, nigga? Damn. We vibing. Now all of a sudden I'm a bitch and my mom. It's crazy. Now I gotta defend her honor. Yeah. Shout out to Teague Middle School in Humboldt, Texas. Last and certainly not least, I gotta throw a sports win in there. Last matchup, Adrian Peterson's MVP season after coming off a torn ACL versus the 2025 Tyrese Halliburton run that ends in an Achilles tear. Who wins that matchup?
Adrian Peterson in 3.
Adrian Peterson in 4.
Adrian Peterson in 2. Adrian Peterson in 1. What?
Yeah.
Damn.
That nigga tore his ACL and then came back, ran for 2,000 yards, and won the MVP with Christian Ponder as his quarterback.
Yeah, my
nigga's not like Tyrese.
Give me that.
Went crazy, but he ain't win nothing. Granted, the Vikings didn't either. But
AP didn't win nothing either, nigga. What?
He won the MVP.
He won MVP.
That's something. Tyrese ain't getting nothing.
Was he the last running back to win MVP?
I believe so. Wait, no, Saquon didn't.
Yeah, because he won Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, so it might have been
MVP.
Last one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like that'll probably be the last time we see some shit like that.
Yeah, I was leaning like
nigga one comeback player and MVP in the same.
Yeah,
it was still AP for me, but I was like, okay, like AP and 6. You know what I mean? Like like Halliburton running was crazy.
It was. The Halliburton was in full effect.
If he would have won, if he never tore it, if he would have won, then we would have had a conversation.
And there was a real chance they could have won that game 7 if he was healthy.
Oh,
there was a real chance. I'm not saying they could have.
They probably would have. He was going crazy.
I'm saying, bro. I don't know. Well,
Halliburton would have hit another tower.
Bro, we need that. I'm ready for the Halliburton next year. We need Tyrese back.
I'm geared back up. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. But comment down below. Did we cook? Yes or no? You know. Shout out to the 7-game series. But finally, I do think it is about that time. The long-awaited hot takes of the week. And since we let our guests go first, Dana Dane, take it away. What is your hot take?
All right. This hot take doesn't bring me joy to say, but this is something that I just believe but hope that I'm wrong. My hot take is that the next American NBA MVP is going to be Cooper Flag. And the reason why I believe that is because Wemby and Chet not Chet, Wemby and Shea, and probably Jokic in there is gonna be kind of having a stronghold on that award for the next 5 to 7 seasons, and it's gonna take like a historic run from like a Cade, an Ant, a Brunson to try to snag that in there. But as that's going, those people are going to be kind of coming out of the voter fatigue slash. They'll still probably be in their prime, but just out of that voter fatigue. And then I just think Coop, if he continues to progress and progress and progress, on top of, I believe the NBA is ready for, not ready, but they want another like Larry Bird type. They're ready. Like they not ready, but they want that.
No, you said it right. They are.
They're okay with Luka, but if that nigga was from Utah and not Slovenia, they'd be all over that nigga like white on rice. They would adore him.
If Luka was actually from Dallas,
oh my god,
nigga. So
you think Jackson Dart's?
I think
Jesus
it's gonna be Coop. I don't really want that. I hope I'm wrong, but something just tells me it's gonna be him. Like I would not be shocked if like in 7 years when we finally get American MVP, it's gonna be Cooper Flag. Because by that time, like Ant, I just think like he'll be past. Like he might even win a championship at that time, and maybe Finals MVP. But in terms of regular season NBA MVP, it's probably gonna be Coop. And I think the Mavs will probably be good enough. He'll probably be good enough to be in that running out and just good enough to be past the voter fatigue window of a Wemby, Shea, Jokic battle, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So that's my hot take.
I'm not mad at it. I could see. I think Ant has a good chance of winning an MVP, but
I think
they 1000% want to give Cooper Flag an MVP. Like whenever he gets good enough, like maybe in like 2-3 years when he's actually good enough, there it's gonna be crazy. Like everybody's gonna be clamoring for it. So that doesn't surprise me. But I think Ant has a good chance of winning him if he's healthy. Like because if he stays healthy and Minnesota has like a top 2 record in whatever in the conference or whatever. Especially if I think wasn't Minnesota supposed to be like transferring to the Eastern Conference when they add teams, or I'm tripping.
Probably it's either gonna be them or Memphis.
Yeah, one of them.
Because if he's on top of the East as well, like I could for sure see Ant getting one. But I like your hot take though, because they want that one.
I could see Kate getting one.
That too. Actually,
but.
No,
I don't know because
out of all of them, like I don't know a lot of like American players where I'm like, okay, like they're in line where it makes sense where they have the ultimate star power and they don't have to share the ball too much where it affects the stats. Like Jason Tatum would be like a clear example of it could happen, but you have Jaylen Brown next year.
We gotta see what Jason Tatum does like when he's actually healthy. So.
But even when he was actually healthy, he has to share the ball with Jaylen Brown. So like his stats will never look like a fucking Jokic. And everybody knows this is the guy. So that makes sense.
Jaylen Brown won't be there for long, so.
Oh well.
Yeah, maybe if Jaylen Brown moves, my take might change. Or maybe it won't. Shea's gonna be too good. Wemby's gonna be too good. Jokic might steal one while he's coming out of his prime or coming out of the Nuggets being good and terrible.
Yeah,
but I just think it's going to be that stronghold. Yeah.
I like y'all take
for too long.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go up next because I don't even really feel passionate about my hot take like I used to, but I got it. Stop giving everybody an honorary degree. Actually, I don't even believe in honorary degrees. Stop giving niggas honorary doctorates, bro, and stop making them dress up in these cap and gowns to receive this shit. Once upon a time, I think like the whole purpose of like an honorary degree or whatever was kind of like the contributions to whatever the fuck that you were, getting yourself into. It's now turned into a philanthropy event where if I just give you some money, we're going to say thank you for your financial contribution. Here's this fucking degree. I feel like it's disrespectful to niggas that actually have a doctorate degree. And I don't even want to get into the Cheyenne Bryants of the world. That's his own other category of bullshit. And if you talk too much about black women, they'll call you anti-black. I'm really not in the mood for that shit. We're going to keep it with the honorary degrees. There's no reason why Trick Daddy should have an honorary degree at a university that don't nobody know in fucking Delaware. Why is a random university in Delaware giving you an honorary doctorate degree to your contributions? For what?
Are you dead ass about Trick Daddy having an honorary degree?
Yeah, no, I'm dead ass. Trick Daddy has an honorary degree. Sauce Walker, honorary degree.
What?
I'm not. You think I'm fucking black? No, I'm saying like this
I'll
is
allow
getting
it.
out of hand.
I'll allow it. I like Sauce Walker. I'll allow it.
It's the
I'm from where though?
It's the fact that
where is his degree from?
That same fuck ass school. I think Delaware. I need to look at that school in
What?
Delaware.
What is? I thought you was gonna say UH, TSU,
no.
PV. What?
There's a school in Delaware. I forgot the name of it, but I think it is in Delaware. Where there's like
is it ICDC?
I wish, but it's just like like. What are we doing with these honorary doctor's degree? Granted, I'm not saying that people are calling themselves doctors when they get this degree, but I'm tired of seeing these fuck ass photo ops. I think it's incredibly disingenuous. It needs to stop. Honorary degrees were made for childlike prodigies, where it's like, yo, if he was to enroll in college, we really couldn't teach this nigga. Actually, he could teach us. That's when you give an honorary degree because the nigga know everything, and it's a fucking prodigy. But if you now these next few names I'm about to say, these are not confirmed. I'm just saying for the sake of argument. If you giving DJ Khaled and Nicki Minaj and all these other motherfuckers honorary degrees, you're out here watering down the purpose of a said diploma, and I think that shit is dumb and stupid, and I think it should stop.
I like
that's
that
my hot take.
I'm looking up. I see Trick Daddy and Trina have a doctorate. It's a school in Texas called Leaders Esteem Christian Bible University.
Why is a Christian Bible school giving out an honorary degree for musician for music contributions? That is from secular music anyway.
It's in the Woodlands, apparently.
That's
what?
Crazy. God damn! It's our city. Our city is doing this.
Or there's locations in Texas and Florida, but one of them is in the Woodlands.
I thought it was Delaware. Yeah. This is worse. No, but like that Bible University, look up the rest of them niggas. There's like other niggas in there. I was like, whoa, why are y'all here?
I see there's a whole lot of gospel people on it, like Yolanda Adams and Erica Campbell, Sheila Jackson Lee. Who else?
What?
Fred Hammond has one from the school.
This school
T.S. Madison. Farrah Franklin, the former Destiny Child member. Yes.
Why is T.S.
Funky Larry Jones? I don't know who that is, but he has one as well. I guess, bro.
Why is this Bible school doing that?
All we can say to that.
Why is this Bible school? Why did they give one to T.S. Madison? That's a little controversial, actually. I'm not gonna get into that, but
I was like, let's not do that. Let me get to my.
Hey, Jax, talk to me.
All right, my hot take. I don't even know. I feel like I might have said something similar to this, but I've been thinking about this for a long ass time. But Cason Wallace is just Drew Holiday. It just hasn't unrealized just yet. But he had a good game last game, game 7. He dropped 17. But like Cason Wallace, when he came out the draft, I always thought he was more of a point guard. But the way the Thunder are set up, they were just like, hey, you are good at playing defense and shooting threes. We just need you to go attack their best defender. Attack their best offensive player and shoot the wide open threes when you get it. And Cason Wallace, he was giving his, what are they called? The end of the year, like interviews or whatever with the media. And people were talking about him because like his extension is coming up and he may or may, people were asking like, do you want to stay here? Do you want to leave? And like, he said he's just dedicated to getting better and blah, blah, blah. And he also talked about how he liked more of a chance to have the ball in his hands and actually like lead the team like that. And I think that's really a role he would thrive in personally because I think he can do all those things. Like he really is to me just like a Drew Holiday because he's amazing on defense. He can shoot. He's strong. He's athletic. He can do all the stuff. They just need to develop his ball handling just a little bit more. And they can have him play in that point guard role and have SGA a little bit more off ball because that's and have SGA off ball and like have him move a little bit more so it's harder to like get a read on him, harder to guard him because SGA succeeded in that role in the playoffs a little bit. So I think making Case Wallace more of a point guard will unlock his true potential because I think he's really like a all NBA. I think exactly like he's an all NBA type guard, just hiding in plain sight on the Thunder. So I think that's my hot take. Like Case Wallace is just Drew Holiday. Like once it gets realized, he's going to cook. So yeah,
I 1000% agree that is a correct take. I think that he won't be able to experience that until he leaves. It'll probably be like a Josh Giddey situation.
He already got a ring, so he don't need to do nothing. He can leave whenever, for real.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a Josh Giddey situation where it's like, okay, like you can see like the Josh Giddey, like you can see his game evolve as he has the ball in his hands more, even though he wasn't like the greatest shooter ever. And on top of that, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Sacramento Kings, they do have a lot in common where they are both great, but an NBA ecosystem. They are able to bless organizations with really great talent, whether it be De'Aaron Fox, Payson Wallace, Josh Giddey, Mike Brown. The list goes on. Tyrese Halliburton. It does not. Harrison Barnes. The list goes on how they are able to bless this ecosystem. Daryl Morey too. He knows how to bless that ecosystem too. He definitely knows how to bless that ecosystem. But yeah, if he was to be in a situation like I don't know, like Houston, he would probably thrive for real. You know what I mean?
Houston was
the best version of that nigga.
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit. Great.
Houston, bro.
Yeah.
2 firsts? No? 2 first rounds?
I mean, I don't fucking know. They'll probably get something else from somebody. They like OKC has so many good players they can just like package up and get like high picks. It's crazy. And then I think people are saying they're gonna move off of Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe this offseason just for like cap purposes and stuff because people's contracts is kicking in. Those are like 2 players that people love. So
cool. That's good, man. But with that being said, man, before we even get into our last words, once again, man, I appreciate our brother Dana Dane in the building. The fact that bomb takes so fucking long to end. Go ahead and, tell people where they can find you, where they can find your platform.
You can find me and the host of the show, Wafiq, on The Redacted Show. That is at The Redacted Show, no space, no uppercase, on YouTube. We talk about all things cinema, all things nerd culture, all things in that umbrella. So if that is something you're interested in, recently we just had an episode talking about the Michael Jackson biopic movie with these 2 gentlemen here. And go watch that. That is at 100 views right now. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers and just keep counting up.
Life changing.
You redact this. Life changing.
Life changing. You want to play Twister? You want to play Twister? Y'all want to play Twister? No, nigga. We're good now.
Talk to me.
He said, Mike, we're good. We got Coochie now. Coochie's on the way. Jackson, your last words.
Man, go outside, go touch some grass, especially if your team just lost. You might need to go and breathe fresh air and get happy again and go outside. But yeah, that's all I got to say.
As for me, this is also a constant reminder to check in on your strong friends, because even your strong friends have bad days. And Jax, I'll be in constant communication with you throughout the week. We're gonna get through this together. All right. When you hurt, I hurt, my nigga. Like, it's not good for the pod when you low like this, bro. We got stuff to do. Road to the 2K subscribers. Let's just keep going. And without further ado, this is the Play for Keeps podcast. We'll catch y'all niggas next week.